This is episode number 36 of Two Grown-Ups and a Mouse, and in today's episode we will be talking about new experiences available at the Walt Disney World Resort hotels.
Everything Disney in and out of the house. Two grown-ups and a mouse.
Hi there, I'm AJ.
I'm Andrew.
And you are listening to, or watching, Two Grown-Ups and a Mouse.
The podcast.
The video cast.
The vlog.
The cast.
Sure.
We are the cast.
We're not members of Disney.
No, we're not cast members, but we're the cast of Two Grown-Ups and a Mouse.
There you go.
You're a grown-up, I'm a grown-up, and here's our mouse. Which represents all things Disney.
Sure.
But mostly Walt Disney World, of course, since we live closer.
Right.
Unless we hear good news about Disneyland,
Mm-hmm.
something overseas, then we share that too.
Yeah.
But we do talk a lot about the Walt Disney World Park since we live so close.
That's right.
Close-ish. We're in the state of Florida. That's
Sure.
close.
Close enough.
A lot closer than other people. No, we're not bragging.
Sounds like it.
No.
Humble brag.
I'm not trying to brag. I'm just saying that's why we go so often, because we live close enough that we can go often. And we have no kids,
That's right.
which is why we're two grown-ups and a mouse and not two grown-ups and some kids and a mouse. We do talk about kids once in a while because we go to Disney with friends that have kids.
Right.
We don't mind that.
Yep.
Kids are okay in small doses.
And some of the things we're talking about today involve children.
Yeah, they really do. So, but we are kid friendly. I mean, we have no kids, so we talk about a lot of things that we enjoy doing without kids, or
Right.
sometimes things we do with our friends with kids,
Mm-hmm.
whatever and whatnot. But yeah, the things we're talking about today do involve, a lot of these are intended for younger people.
That's right.
But the good thing about our podcast is we are kid friendly. We don't typically say anything that is not appropriate for a child to listen to. So
That is correct.
that is a plus.
We are G-rated.
Yeah, PG.
Sure.
I don't know. A little innuendo here and there.
Whatever.
Now a kid that's listening, what's an innuendo?
Exactly.
Why don't we go right into it?
Sure.
So I saw some new experiences available at the Walt Disney World Resort hotels.
Mm-hmm.
I have to clear my throat, so everyone excuse me. Sorry about that. There are new experiences, and some of these look like a lot of fun.
Yep.
The first one is a new pirate experience.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they've always had not always, but for a while now, they've had the Pirate League because they have
Right.
Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique in at least two locations. And again, since we don't have kids, this isn't something that we're well versed on.
Right.
I say at least two locations because they have Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique in Magic Kingdom. They have Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique in Disney Springs, but you could also bring your child to, for example, the Grand Floridian, to the spa there.
Right.
Or adults can get their hair and nails done there, but you could do that with your child there. So not necessarily Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, but other areas that kids can get their hair and nails done and have that magical experience.
Sure.
Either way, they've had the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique for a while, and then they wanted something for boys, I'm sure, which is what that and the popularity of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies led to the Pirates League in Magic Kingdom, where you could go and get pirate makeup and pirate costumes and whatever. So there is a new pirate experience, and this is at the Beach Club Resort, which is kind of surprising to me because you and I did a dessert experience at the Contemporary, the
Well, but
Pirate Cruise.
That was the Pirate Cruise.
No, but I'm saying you would think that they would expand this to go with the Pirate Cruise. Why not offer it where they offer the cruise?
I mean, they could, because part of the experience is set sail on a pontoon boat.
Oh, so maybe it's just another version of the Pirate Cruise.
Well, it doesn't sound like it, but it sounds like there's a water part in there. But I was also surprised that they're not doing it like the Port Orleans resorts, because that's one of the popular resorts that actually has pirate themed rooms. And then they also have access to water there as well. So,
Right.
Or maybe they're just starting it at the one place and then they're going to expand it out if it's
Right.
popular.
And not reading the entire paragraph, but as part of Captain Hook's pirate crew, these young buccaneers will comb through the resort and set sail on a pontoon boat around Crescent Lake in the latest seafaring adventure at Disney's Beach Club Resort. Once the treasure is unearthed, all join in a sauce for entrees, along with a treasure chest treat or fruit for dessert. Captain Hook's pirate crew is priced at $55 plus tax per child, and this will begin April 28th. You can call 407-824-KIDS. That's a new number. 824 is not WDW.
No.
407-824-KIDS.
Right.
So
That sounds like a treasure hunt.
right. And it sounds like something that you could drop your kids off at for an hour or two and then come back and pick them up.
Yeah, however long it is, because
But
it doesn't say. But yeah, it sounds like it, because they're gonna go on the treasure hunt, then they're gonna feed them some dinner
Right. It doesn't.
or lunch or whatever time it
It
is.
doesn't say anything about adults. It says ages 4 to 12, but that's all the information we have. So please, if you're interested in that, please call 407-824-KIDS. They will give you more information on that. But yeah, it is kind of interesting that they're doing it at the Beach Club Resort
Right.
and not, as you said, at
Port Orleans.
Port Orleans that has, sorry, brain fart, that has the pirate rooms,
Right.
or as I said, at the Contemporary that has the pirate dessert aboard the boat.
Well, it's the fireworks and dessert cruise.
I can't keep all the names straight.
Well,
But either way, that sounds like a lot of fun for boys and girls.
sure.
The next one is a little more girly.
A little.
There will be some boys that want to do it.
Well, sure.
But-
I don't doubt that. And that's fine. But it's Mermaid School, so
So this is Mermaid School, as you just said. Guests will feel like they are part of Ariel's world during the Mermaid School at select Walt Disney World Resort hotels. This one says select Walt Disney World Resort hotels. So I wonder how many of the hotels they will be offering this.
watch the movie.
Right. Guests aged 4 and older will enjoy an hour-long class, so this one says how long it is, where they'll be fitted with a swimmable tail and led through activities teaching them how to swim in a pool like a mermaid. Oh, thank you. The Mermaid School will be offered at Disney's Art of Animation Resort, which makes sense because they have the mermaid themed rooms there.
Sure.
Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort, which makes sense because it's a water theme resort. Disney's Yacht and Beach Club Resorts, again, kind of water themed resorts. Classes are $50 per person plus tax. Bookings on select dates per resort will open up mid-March. And for this one, it's the phone number that I would expect, 407, because that's the area code for Orlando area, 407 WDW Play.
Right.
So it's kind of interesting. That also sounds very childish, meaning, aimed at children. So it doesn't really go into details in these, in the announcement that Disney put out about if the adults can participate with kids or if you're just dropping them off. I mean, this one, I would think the adults would hang around because it's an hour.
Well, it's only an hour, and then you probably, obviously, I don't think they're going to fit the adults for mermaid tales so they can participate. But
Until the adults complain that they want to do it too.
well, yeah, that might be fun. But it's probably the kind of thing that you can sit and watch. The other one, I don't know. I mean, that's a good question because it's definitely more of a treasure hunt. So you'd have to be running around with the kids, and they'd have to have space on the boat and all that other stuff.
You think I was joking about the adults, but you've seen cosplay.
Sure.
We've seen Disney bounding. And I don't know if you have or have not seen the mermaid tails that they sell. Well, we saw on one of the TV shows, I think on the show,
Oh,
the
yeah, we
Most
saw,
Expensivest.
Yeah.
There's a show called Most Expensivest, and they make mermaid tails. I think that's where we saw that. But the other one I was thinking was they make mermaid Afghans,
Right.
where it's like, it looks like a mermaid tail that you wear over your lap. I mean, didn't The Little Mermaid just celebrate its 25th anniversary?
Something like that.
So there are a lot of people our age, a little bit younger than us, that love The Little Mermaid. I mean, it's like the best thing since sliced bread. So
Right.
I'm telling you, I would not be surprised if that opened up to adults,
Sure.
because Disney might not realize how into mermaids adults can be. The next one is more an adult experience, or adults and children.
Well,
But-
yeah, it's a family experience.
Yeah, family, or either just adults only or adults and children, but definitely not children by themselves. And that would be Cabanas at Disney's Yacht and Beach Club Resorts. And I think we touched on this in a previous episode, that this is becoming more popular now to rent cabanas at resorts, we talked about it when we talked about the water parks, because
Right.
at the water parks you can rent cabanas.
Sure.
And
Well, there it makes sense. Even the resort, especially because this one is at Yacht and Beach Club, which has a really big, almost a water park like pool area. So having a cabana there actually, because you can make it a
stop for a second so we can explain what you just said, because some people might not realize this. We may have mentioned it before, but all the pools are themed
right.
and they match the theme of the resort.
Sure.
So at the Yacht and Beach Club, there's what is it, a lighthouse? I want to say it looks like a lighthouse,
There's
and,
a lighthouse.
and a lazy river, and it's
And there's
elaborate pool.
There's a sunken ship kind of thing that's sticking out, which is where you get on into the slide for the pool. But the pool there is is bigger and more elaborate than at any of the other resorts.
Because it's connecting the two resorts. It's like in
Right.
between the two resorts is this pool area, so it is a little bit bigger than some of the others. And I want to say,
Not a little bigger.
Right.
I mean, it's a lot.
I want to say the moderates and up all have slides, a slide of some sort.
Oh, sure.
Not the Valley Resorts.
Right.
They have pools, but they don't have like a slide amenity.
Right.
Whereas the moderates and up have some sort of slide or water attachment
Sure.
in the pool area.
Oh no! I mean, as you go up in the resorts, the nicer the amenities get. And that's not to say that the value resorts have crappy pools. They're very well themed as well. It's just
Oh, and they're big.
oh yeah,
They're very big because they're very big resorts.
and they have multiples.
right.
So they'll have one big pool and then they'll have little satellite pools around.
But I just wanted to clarify because people
Right.
might not realize that each resort has its own themed pool.
Sure.
And
Sure.
then also with the moderates and above, they have hot tubs,
Right.
not just the pool.
Yeah.
And they might have added at the Valley Resorts, but I haven't noticed them when we've been by there. So,
But Yacht and Beach Club has, they actually have a beach in the pool. There's actually sand. They have I think they call it like a zero entry, which is there's no steps or anything. So you just kind of just roll in. They do have a lazy river. It's very small and short, but it's not.
well, compared to the lazy rivers at the water parks.
Right. Yeah. At the water parks, it takes you like 30 or 40 minutes to, float your way around. Here, it's probably going to take you 10 minutes, maybe 5 minutes. But it's a big pool. It's very
Right,
very
it's
long.
beautiful. And of course, we always talk about Yachtsman Steakhouse, so we always get to view the pool,
Right.
because the pool is right outside of the restaurant.
Yep.
So again, these are cabanas at Disney's Yacht and Beach Club Resorts, and they say reservations are open for rentals of the new poolside cabanas at Disney's Yacht and Beach Club Resorts, where guests can indulge in the lap of luxury. These private hideaways, exclusive to Disney's Yacht and Beach Club Resorts, provide guests with a bevy of services, including padded furniture, chairs and a couch, a dedicated Disney cast member service, cocktail service. Of course, cocktails, I don't believe are included, just the cocktail service.
Right.
Mounted television with cable access, complimentary sunscreen and other skincare products, mini refrigerator stocked with complimentary soda and water, so non-alcoholic cocktails are
Right.
complimentary, but a complimentary fruit tray, plush towels, lockable cabinet, and charging outlets for mobile devices. Now, you and I have been lucky enough to get a cabana at Castaway Cay, which is Disney's private island, because we've been on Disney cruises,
Right.
and we were able to secure a cabana there. The description here sounds very similar to a cabana there. I'm sure it's a little smaller, and this is going to be a foldable
Oh no,
area.
it's much smaller.
But the amenities that they offer seem to be on par with the cabana at Castaway Cay.
Yeah,
offerings.
for the most part, you get enhanced service, the free soda, free water, free sunscreen, towels. Well, you get towels anyway, but I mean, they actually say the words plush towels, so I guess it's a nicer towel.
Possibly.
So you get those. That's basically similar as what you get in a cabana and Castaway Cay, but here you get the cabana is much smaller, obviously. So because it's not. It looks like it's permanently mounted, set up there, but it's not big. So I think they said one of the reviews I was reading said it was good for up to 6 guests.
That's not a bad size.
So, and it's it comes with 2 chase lounges, and there's it looks like a 2-person couch, and then 2 single chairs. So that's your 6 people. So,
and the question that I had, which it says on here, they are exclusively for guests staying at Disney's Yacht and Beach Club resorts. So you can't reserve just the cabana. You would have to reserve the room, and then you would be able to reserve the cabana. They run from October to February. A half day is $150, and a full day is $250. Or from March to September, which is season, so it's more expensive, a half day is $200 and a full day is $300.
Right.
Of course, prices subject to change. We are just telling you what we read recently. There's our disclaimer.
Yeah, these are the prices that are good for today and could change tomorrow.
Well, literally today, because we are recording this on St. Patrick's Day. Sorry, no green. But we're posting this after St. Patrick's Day, so you can forgive us. But this one also, if you want to reserve this, you would call 407-WDW-PLAY.
Yep. And the half day is 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And the next half day is 3 to 7. And then obviously a full day is
10 to 7.
Both of it
Right.
put together.
Okay, the next thing we are going to talk about is new art programs, which you and I were at Walt Disney World recently, and we were at Saratoga Springs recently, and I even took a picture of one of these new art programs because I noticed it. Mm-hmm. And to me, it looked like a painting with a twist, or one of those other painting locations where you go, they give you a canvas, they teach you how to paint something, you paint your version of that. So this says, all new masterclasses led by professional artists at select Walt Disney World Resort hotels will have guests creating their own masterpieces. Classes range from $35 plus tax to $50 plus tax per person, offered to ages 12 and older for most experiences. And honestly, at Painting with a Twist, I want to say it was around that same price range. So it doesn't really have a markup for being a Disney experience, which is nice. So the ones that they have listed here are Wind Paint Show at Disney's Saratoga Springs Resort and Spa. That's the one that I saw the sign for. And that it's like once a month or something. It's not, they're not often.
There's actually, I'm reading a tweet here that is offered every Thursday.
Oh, once a week, not once a month.
And then this month's showcase is Cinderella's Carriage.
Well, that makes sense that they would do it month long because most people aren't going to stay there more than a week.
Right. Yeah. So, I mean, once a week is good. And then it sounds like they're going to switch it up every month.
Right. Offering it once a week, it, gives, because some people will stay 2 weeks, but even if you're staying 2 weeks, would you want to do an art experience twice when there's so many other experiences?
Well, it gives you the chance to, even if you're staying for a week, what are the chances your dates are exactly the same as their dates? So you might actually, if you're there for a week, you're probably going to be able to experience 2. If you're there for 2 weeks, you're going to be able to experience 3 or 4. So it's it'll expand. So
right, but as you said, it's the same one for a month. So depending on you're saying you would be able to choose out of your days. You're not limited to this is the only day I could do it because maybe I could do it this week, and if I can't do it this week, I could do it the following week.
Right,
because you might not want to do the same one week after week. So, as I said, Wind Paint Show at Disney Saratoga, Wild About Painting at Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge, Painting on the Bayou, and that one says adults or Painting by the Lagoon, which says kids, and that's Disney's Port Orleans French Quarter. And let's see, note, children's painting class is $30 per person plus tax, designed for ages 6 and older, accompanying parent required. So that sounds to me like, don't think that you can just send your child there for $30. You're going to have to stay with them, and you might need to pay for your own class.
Maybe.
Which is what happens like with the tea.
Right.
You know, years ago, I did the tea experience at Grand Floridian, the kids' tea experience with our friend and her daughter. There also is painting in the vineyard. I'm tired. Painting in the vineyard at Disney's Yacht and Beach Club resorts. And the last one they've listed is canvas and wine glass painting on the boards at Disney's Boardwalk Inn. And this one says booking select dates per resort are available through 407 WDW Play. So basically, everything except for the first experience, most of these experiences you call 407 WDW, Walt Disney World, WDW Play.
Yep.
It was just the first one that had that different phone number. That was the pirate experience. That's 407-824-KIDS.
Right.
And honestly, I bet if you called 407-824-KIDS, they have other experiences available.
I'm sure.
So you might even want to give that a call and find out what the other experiences are. Right. Or I think it's 407 WDW Tour. That also gives you a lot of different experiences. It might lead you to the same place as Play. Right. But either way. So it also lists fishing excursions as new, but fishing excursions have been around for a while, or renting boats or renting different watercrafts.
It looks like now they actually have it says that you can now rent a tournament style nitro bass fishing boat for
I know what that is.
For 1 or 2 participants. And then outings 2 to 4 hours, catch and release. So they're not going to let you keep what you catch. So it sounds like it's new boats. Because before, I think they used to take you out either on a pontoon boat or one of the normal boats.
And that one
give you a little extra.
And that's a different phone number.
Yep.
407 WDW Bass. Yep. As in bass fishing.
That's right.
407 WDW Bass. So we've given you a lot of phone numbers, so hopefully we'll remember to post it on social media. If you forget the phone number and don't feel like rewinding this, you can always reach out to us and say, hey, what was that phone number?
Right.
And we'll find it for you. But that's all the new programs that they listed, but they're always offering new things in the parks, at the resorts. We're always looking out for them. We try and experience them. We'll probably do 1 or 2 of well, not the children. There's some we can't. Right. But, at some point we'll probably stay in one of the resorts that has a cabana, and we'll be able to actually review the cabana, because that'll be fun, or doing the art class would be fun. But I need to go grocery shopping.
All right.
Usually I say I'm hungry.
Right.
That's, we're usually recording and I'm hungry. But
you shouldn't go grocery shopping when you're hungry.
No, but I didn't say I was hungry. I said I need to go grocery shopping because it's time to go grocery shopping.
All right.
So on that note, if you haven't done so already, please remember to subscribe.
That's right.
And if you have done so already, thank you. We're really happy that you're here. Please tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your loved ones, tell your whoever.
Tell a total stranger on the sidewalk.
Yeah. Be like, have you heard Two Grown-Ups and a Mouse?
That's right.
Podcast. It's pretty cool.
Uh-huh.
We're pretty cool. Don't we look cool? Maybe.
Sure.
Maybe not. But we can be found on your favorite podcast system. Mm-hmm. Google Play, Spotify, Apple iTunes, you name it. We should be there. You can find us on YouTube.
That's right.
You can find us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all of those. We are Two Grown-Ups and a Mouse.
That's right.
Or our website.
twogrownupsandamouse.com.
We try and make it easy.
That's right.
So again, please subscribe. Please reach out to us. If you have any ideas for shows, we're always welcome to new ideas. If you have any feedback. I know someone said, are you ever going to look at the camera? But we aren't set up, and the space does not work for that right now. But hopefully we'll, within the near-ish future.
There you go.
In the future, we'll have a new setup where we can actually look at the camera, be a little more participatory. But either way, on that note, I am going to say good night.
Good morning.
Oh, I always do that, don't I?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what time they're watching or listening.
That's right.
Good afternoon?
Good evening.
No, just goodbye.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.